right, continuing with our news on travel, we'll take a look at the original form of travel, and that's by foot. And sometimes when you travel, you want to travel in style. Well, what say you about these kicks that took New York Fashion Week by storm? The aptly named Big Red Boot make you look like you walked right out of a Super Mario game. Would you rock them? I don't know if I would. CNN's Jeanne has more.
These boots are made for flaunting. Fashion influencers are styling them.
It's a goofy shoe. Give them a 10 out of 10.
Even influencers of the grandpa generation. Wrestler Seth Rollins pretends stomped his opponent wearing big red boots. Ever since they went on sale for $350 and sold out in minutes, fashionistas can't shut up about the big red boots, created by the art collective Mischief.
They do make you want to touch them.
Yeah.
YouTube sneakerhead Steve Natto found that out when he wore them to SneakerCon.
And some people ask to touch the shoes.
How do they feel? Well, the top part
Is flexible, but the bottom part is definitely not.
Steve says they're comfy. He wore them all day without pain. Their creator describes them as cartoonish. Some refer to them as Astro Boy boots. And though they're easy to put on, getting them off can get you stuck if you're not wearing your perfect size.
My foot got stuck, so I had to do what I had to do, man.
Now they're showing up on everyone from Puss in Big Red Boots to the character boots from Dora the Explorer to Tony Soprano paired with a bathrobe. People wanted to buy them right off Steve's feet offering.
They are. I got like 800, 900, 1,000. I think I got like 13 or 1,400. They just kind of kept going up.
Next. Jerk.
Today's story getting a 10 out of 10, a pair of parrots pestering players in the middle of a softball game last week. And we're talking full-on invasion here of a college game between Bradley University and Gardner-Webb. Feathers flying, umpires ducking, and as far as whether or not they found out where they came from, well, here's CNN's Jeanne with more.
They took the field, causing a flap.
There are multiple parrots on the field.
2 to be exact, delighting.
Just gorgeous birds.
And
Listen to hear what Bessie says.
freaking out the women's softball players at the University of Central Florida's field, causing an umpire to duck.
Rain delay, yes, but parrot delay?
That's absolutely a first.
Chad Steers was the home plate umpire.
Yeah, I'm not. Oh!
When one of the parrots made a home on his shoulder.
I felt the wind from the wings and a gasp from the crowd.
Let's go to the replay.
Oh!
One just landed on the umpires.
Chad was so unfazed, he pretended to put on his mask as if to resume the game with a parrot on him. When he tried to touch the bird, the parrot retreated to the other shoulder. Who are these mystery birds?
Tiki's the one who eventually got tired and decided to land on the umpire.
Megan Brown owns Tiki and Lilu. She was letting them fly free behind the stadium. They always come back.
Hi, baby.
During our interview, the parrots dislodged her glasses, attacked the lens and pecked it,
Hi, Lilu.
and perched on Megan's head. She says she's a little surprised Tiki didn't nip the umpire when he touched him, but Chad loved Tiki.
It was just a great moment. You know?
After about half a minute, one of the grounds crew lured the bird to him and escorted Tiki out. The umpire's co-workers teased him.
Today, and this is sitting on my desk, you know.
Who cares about calling balls and strikes when you're the target of a bird strike?
Apparently, that parrot thought it was landing on the shoulder of an umpire.
I think I'm late on my car insurance.
Good thing the General gives you a break when you need it.
Yeah, with flexible payment options to keep you covered.
Jerk.
Let's head on over to North Carolina, where there is some heated competition at the halftime of a Tar Heels basketball game, a race called Diapers to Dorms Dash. Adorable babies crawling towards their parents waiting at the finish line for a chance at winning $529 for their education fund. Bring it on, baby. Our Jeanne Moos is on the call.
It was a baby race that had pulses racing. Parents were psyched. Babies were wide-eyed. And they're off. It was halftime at a University of North Carolina basketball game. Lila instantly took the lead, continued towards someone else's mom instead of her dad.
Lila was so stinking cute.
And that's coming from one of Lila's rivals. Lila made it just inches from the finish, but stopped dead, despite pleas from the announcer. Another contestant made his move to pass Lila, then plopped down, even bopped a bit, and finally turned the wrong way. No wonder some considered this the most intense baby race ever. And then Lila did the unthinkable. And just as she reversed course, a dark horse entered the fray.
Is she a fast crawler?
Well, funny enough is she only started crawling maybe a week and a half before that baby race.
9-month-old Brexley Dennick's strategy was to start slow. So slow, her dad had to throw his watch down the court in hopes she'd follow. It worked. And once Brexley got going...
She just doesn't give up, which is great. And I hope she can keep doing that for the rest of her life.
To lure her over the finish, Brexley's mom did what most of the other parents tried, waving the phone. All that crawling earned the winner a $529 check for her future education fund. But this was itself an education on how we're all doomed to end up on our knees looking for our phones the rest of our lives.
Now it's time for a story that's dynamite, and it's getting today's 10 out of 10. The dad of 2 fur babies, 2 dogs, played an epic prank on his pups by putting on a puffed-up T-Rex costume, and then he prowled around in the backyard, and what ensued was adorable. Our Jeanne Moos has more.
A mere glimpse of green, some sort of alien being out in the backyard, and these 2 boxers, brother and sister, go nuts. T-Rex taunting them through the glass at their Las Vegas home.
So, who was in that costume?
It was my husband.
Janine Walsh put her husband Andrew up to it. Nico and Stella were wary at first, but got bolder and bolder. Janine could barely stifle her laughter. Jurassic Bark quipped one commenter, though in that movie franchise, the dinosaur scared a dog to death. But Nico and Stella were fearless.
You don't think they smelled your husband and recognized him?
At first, they didn't. I could tell at first they had no idea what it was.
These are dogs not afraid to rumble with a Roomba.
No.
Their pursuit of the T-Rex lasted about a minute before he went down for the count. Janine says her husband wasn't scared. Andrew has rolled around with the dogs before, minus the dino suit. Finally, Janine stopped laughing long enough to ask, "Are you okay?" The boxers didn't bite, but they made holes.
This is where Nico then decided he wanted to dive inside of it and get my husband.
At least, unlike the dinosaurs, her husband didn't go extinct. Are you alive?
All right, everyone.
Do you hate me? No.
Do you hate getting up early in the morning? Well, so does Doris. Now, Doris is a dairy cow from England who's gone viral for being so relatable to so many snooze lovers around the world. She'll even pretend to be sleeping while all the other cows get up to go off into the milking machines. We see you, Doris. Milk it for all it's worth, baby. Jeanne Moos has more.
Do you hate getting up in the morning? So does Doris. All the cows at Reed's farm on the Isle of Wight in England got up and left for milking.
Except for Doris. Doris is actually pretending to be asleep.
And for faking sleep, Doris has gone viral. People relate. I am Doris was a typical comment.
Oh, Doris has got a fantastic personality. She is definitely more person than cow.
She's one of John Brody's favorites.
You're a mischief maker. Leave my coffee alone, please.
When Doris pretended to be asleep, John called her out.
Doris, come on. See your ears moving. Come on, I can see your eye, yeah.
How'd he know she was faking?
Around 30 seconds beforehand, she had her head up and was looking straight at me. She put her head back down, thinking that she was going to get away with it, just to push her luck, be cheeky.
Now Doris has fans online. I think I found my spirit animal. Leave Doris alone. But Doris doesn't leave John alone.
And why was she licking the back of your head?
Grooming. She's grooming me. It means, as far as I'm concerned, she accepts me as a member of the herd.
She grooms him, he grooms her.
This is all over your face.
I am utterly in love with Doris. Unbelievable prank on the catcher. It's not all that off base to say that this is an all-time must-see base running fake. Jeanne Moos has more.
Forget strikeouts. This was a fake out. Jada Walton from Carthage High School in East Texas headed for home plate. Almost got tagged out and then pointed to first base. It's the classic made you look. Look over there, the oldest trick in the book. Take another look.
So I really had no idea what to do. I was really just goofing around because I thought I was going to be out.
Jada made it to home plate using the technique some use to steal food off a plate. The same ruse Marty used to sucker punch Biff.
Now, whoa, Biff. What's that?
In Back to the Future, that Arnold deployed to escape in Last Action Hero. Inside Edition dubbed Jada
The Houdini of softball.
Even Major League Baseball gushed. You must see this all-time great base running fake out. As for those who said the catcher deserves to be benched, Jada cried foul.
I probably would have fell for it. Anybody would, because she is really like a good player. Like, she's the best on the team.
By the way, Carthage won the game 7-5, and Jada won bragging right.
Now that was awesome.